Welcome to the Garden of Whedon. It's been like 95 for the last few days. It's finally calmed down, so it's time to get all the weeds out of here. It is the Friday before Memorial Day, and I'm hoping to get some plants living out here soon. Most of it comes out pretty easy. It's just a matter of getting it out, and I got all these trees growing. This stuff, these are the purple flowers. They come up so easy. And some of the small things really need to gink. The little baby trees, they want to grow, so there's a bunch of them. And as I go, I'm trying to pull out any of the pine cones and sticks. And we got a bunch of that. I've started a collection. Here's all the little pine cones. Some little sticks I found. And I'm putting all the weeds there that I don't want to get mixed up back into the soil. In my lesson here, these are really tall, and went to pull them up, and owie. About my yard is I get some little pop-ups of poison ivy. I put this black tarp down on the other side of the fence to try to smother what's coming up. That's it there. And then there was a bunch down here in this corner, so I cut up what I could, and I'm using some of this stuff that I'm cutting down, all the weeds, and some of the mulch I used for last year, which is pine needles, and I'm trying to smother out anything else that's trying to grow. I have a little bit over there. I'm going to try a home remedy I found online last year. It started to work, and then I kind of just gave up on it, but I need to get rid of it for good. My father and myself are severely allergic to it, and he was over here just in the backyard the other day and cutting down a big piece of branch that fell down from the tree into the garden. Oh, it's getting all. There we go. He was back here cutting this up, and now he is full of a rash. So just being around it with the wind and it all starting will get him going. So I need to take care of that. A lot of this is not actually weeds. There is some weeds in here, but mostly this is all mustard that went to seed last year, and all of this. And it was so hot this past week, some of it already was going to flower again. So self-seeded, and then it's already going to flower. May, what are we at? 22nd. Amongst all my volunteers, I found a marigold growing, which is good because I screwed up my marigolds too. Forgot to mention in my last video of failures, I had a tray of marigolds, put them out on my fire escape to harden up, and so they can get out here and or harden off, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And it was a couple of really hot days and they all crisped up. I watered them, they got a little bit better, but we'll have to see. So I'm excited. I have a bunch of little marigolds going. And these are pretty much where they were last year. And I didn't get to harvest that much, but I did harvest some and got a bunch of seeds. And now I can see all these volunteers. And now I know these are little morning glories. And I'm not sure what I'm planting yet here. So if they make it before I plant stuff out here, I'm going to let them climb up the fence and kind of train them so they don't take over everything. Here's where we're at this point. Before I run out of daylight, I'm going to keep going until it's dark. Basically, if I could easily pull it out, I'm just yanking it out. And then I'm going back with this tool here that I use to till the ground. And I'm not tilling it all, I'm just doing it to try to take out what won't easily come out, which tends to be mostly the little trees that are starting to grow. They are very tough to pull out because that's nature and they want to grow. But even if I let them all grow, only one would survive to be a big tree. So I feel bad pulling them out, but they gotta go. As well as all of this. And now that I know, it'll be a little more gentle because now I know there might be some marigolds down here growing on their own. I don't see it. So a lot of it just pulls right out. Until you get to these little guys, and then they just pop up, they don't even pull out. That one pulled. Now, these are little morning glories. They're coming out. I don't want them anywhere over here. Even if they don't easily come out, I'm going to come through with my killer. It's actually called the garden weasel claw to get rid of weeds, but I use it to loosen up my soil. It comes in handy now when some of these things are tough to come out. It's a shame. Perfectly good vegetable, but I just don't have a need for all of this. So I came out here in early spring and there were a ton of seedlings out here, all self-started seedlings. And I thought for sure they were going to be all the morning glories, the pretty purple flowers that volunteered last year. I did grow blue ones, but those I grew in pots, but I had purple ones just showing up. So then they started growing and I could see all of this is what looks like mustard. Because I had a ton of mustard over here that went to seed and I just let it go, let it flower, let it seed, and let the seeds fly. So as I look closer, I was right. It's both. So I have all this mustard growing, but if you look close down in there, there are morning glories growing. They got a ton of them. Those are also going to have to come out of here. Alright, well, I have the majority of it. The big things pulled. This is parsley that overwintered and now it's just getting huge, so I'm just letting it live there. I've uncovered some marigolds, tons of little seedlings that I had to get rid of, but we are getting there. So I have some raking up to do and little things here and there I'll have to pull that didn't get pulled today. And when I get my compost, we'll do the real tilling and get some things growing out here. Tana, we did good today, right? We did. Worked all day and came home and got taken care of the Garden of Whedon. And now it's back to my lovely city garden. All right. Peace for now.